In this video, I'll be going over my mid-month income report for Amazon, KDP, YouTube, and Etsy for July 1st to July 16th, 2025. So first, let's start with ads. And I actually didn't run any ads for July 1st to July 16th, 2025 for Amazon, KDP, and I actually don't run ads right now, like paid ads for YouTube or Etsy. I think I am opted into that offsite ads that Etsy offers, but I'm not like currently running my own campaigns or anything like that. And it's really just due to lack of extra time and finances on my part. Nothing against like running ads or anything like that. So moving on over to orders, I got 36 orders for Amazon KDP. I currently have 270 books that are available to be bought in my dashboard on Amazon. And then looks like my highest day so far is July 7th, or not July 7th, July 15th with 7 books. It looks like those shipped out because Amazon KDP counts the orders once they are fully like processed. That's why right here it says orders processed. So it's not necessarily when the book is actually bought. I just like to sometimes clarify that because I know it can be confusing, especially when you're brand new and starting out, in case you are. So I'm still definitely learning with Amazon KDP. There's just always so much to learn, I feel like. And then also, 2 of the days, July 5th and July 11th, I did not make a sale, but that's okay. Again, these are all organic sales, so any sort of extra income I'm super grateful for. And regardless, I'm just very thankful for any sort of extra income. And then I also haven't really been creating new books. I've just really been very, very busy with a lot going on. So, kind of expected. And then what books actually sold and more information on that for royalties. I'll be going over that in the royalties area, but not at this exact moment. So $93.30. Overall, pretty happy with that. That's probably a little higher than average of what I've typically been making with Amazon KDP. It's not my highest though right now. I have made over $500 a month with Amazon KDP before. It has been a little while for that though so far, but overall, I'm very happy with this, and it looks like the July 15th day over $20, which is just incredible. I'm so happy about that. And I don't say any of this to brag or anything, but really like any amount of money, even just like $5 or anything like that, just adds up. So I'm just very grateful and very thankful for that. And it looks like $0 is going to be the least with the July 5th and July 11th. And before I get into how many books actually sold and what kind of books, I do want to thank the sponsor for this video, which is Everbee. I'll have a link in the description below to Everbee store and also Everbee for Etsy. So the Everbee store is a amazing store that Etsy that Everbee has to offer. There we go. I have not personally created my own store yet. I may at some point, but I have checked out their page here, and I'll have the link to this below in case you want to check it out. But this store is built for print on demand. You also have handmade sellers, digital product creators, subscription and membership creators, content creators, and influencers. Most of my products are sold on Amazon KDP right now, which they have their own platform. But this is amazing if you have other products to sell, especially if you're just starting out and you're trying to figure out what platform to use. I do highly recommend checking out Everbee's store. Looks like they have so many different features and so many different options for you to get started. So I highly recommend checking out this page and just looking at all the different options. And the pricing, you can get access to all of this just for $1 for your first 30 days and then $20 a month after right now. And then I also have my link below. So I highly recommend checking that out. And then moving on over to their extension with with Etsy. So there's so many different tools that you can do with Everbee. But just to go over some of them, let's look up dog digital paper because I currently have digital paper products. So you can look here, Everbee shows the monthly searches. And then let me just hit search because there's another tool that I want to show you all. So let me click on here for more information. Well, first, if you scroll down, Everbee's extension right here, you can see the Everbee extension, all the information, monthly sales, views, everything like that. And then if you click on a product, you can scroll down and there's this trends graph. So you can see like the sales and the revenue, and you can change this if you want to just get more data or just different amounts there. Like if you want to click on all these different options here. I hope that made sense. And then over to the left here, they also have like product analytics, which is where you can like have a more detailed view as well and kind of get a list here. And then you also have shop analyzer, keyword research, profit calculator. This is one of my favorite tools to use. Just quickly you put in the amount that your product is, and then you can get the estimated like net profit that you should be getting from your product. So that is really cool. And yeah, this trends graph here is a nice visual to have in case you just want to see how a product is selling or how it's doing. So I highly recommend checking out Everbee, especially if you're new to Etsy. And even if you're not using Etsy, I'm just going to, oh, it's out of there. There we go. Even if you're not using Etsy, you can still check out the Everbee store because there's so many different options here and so many different things that you can sell and use this for. So if you have any questions or anything like that, please let me know. And I just dismissed my computer telling me to take a break. That's okay. Sorry about that. And the links will be in the description below. And if you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to let me know. And if I don't know the answer, then definitely recommend reaching out to Everbee and they should be able to help you. So moving on back to the royalties, I actually sold so far 14 different books for July 1st, July 16th, 2025. And so that's 14 out of 270. So you don't need to have a ton of books in order to make money. And then all of them right now are the scrapwood paper, craft paper pad niche. So then moving on over to YouTube, I am at 24.5K views, 159.5 watch time hours, 19 subscribers added. Oh, it's like one day I did have -1, but then we went back up to like 1, 2, highest day being 4. And then $12.58 revenue, highest day being 142, lowest being, looks like 38 cents. For views, highest is 1,943 in watch time. Or I should do the lowest. Lowest is 1,245. Watch time, highest is 14.7 and lowest is 6.9. And this is again for July 1st to July 16th, 2025. And honestly, the video getting all the views is this short video that is still doing really, really well. And I don't know why, not complaining about it. But I really wish one of the longer form contents would also take off. And to do the RPM is $6.40. And so just the videos that I've made the most so far, the resize Amazon KDP cover, how to create a budget planner. And let me just show you all this video because this is just, it just keeps getting more views. So most of the like top traffic sources here, like for views, is YouTube search, 97%, which is really cool because I don't know, that's just like really cool to me. And over 3,000 views recently, and I just don't know why this is taking off so much, and I'm so happy it is. I just don't understand why. Over 200,000 views. Like that is just incredible. But since it's a short, only 18 seconds long, $4.27. But that's okay. I'm still really happy that the video is doing very well. And then moving on over to my Etsy results. In my Etsy shop, I currently have 5 active listings. I did just renew one of them today because the listing did expire and I don't have them set to automatically renew. So that one wasn't active for a little bit, but that happens sometimes, so that's okay. They're all currently digital download products, so I don't have to ship out or do anything like that. And they're all priced at, I think, $2.99. So I'm not really running any ads, and I'm also not really creating new products right now. I really just haven't had a lot of extra time for any of my businesses right now, like KDP, Amazon KDP, YouTube, Etsy, and just any sort of other businesses. I just have been very, very busy, so I have not really been putting a lot of extra time and effort into these businesses, but I am trying to hopefully get back on track at some point with that. But anyways, so I got 3 visits, which visits decreased 67% compared to 2024, but that's okay. And then 0 orders, 0 conversion rate, and then 0 revenue, which also looks like I didn't have any in 2024 either. But I really hope this video is helpful, and if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I do my best to try to get back to everybody. So thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I really appreciate you all being so patient and everything. And yeah, if I just I'll have the links in the description below in case you want to check out Everbee. And if you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please feel free to let me know. So thank you so much for watching and listening to this video. I hope that you have a great day.